this? Oh, yeah, right. It's my science project. So, the question I choose is, if, what if there are batteries dumped in the water, will they still work? So, that's the question that we're going to test today. For the batteries, we're going to take this thing right here. I don't know if you can see it well. It's a Duracell. Perfect. Okay, and second, we're going to take this bowl and we're going to fill it with water. Okay, so here we have the bowl and we're going to fill it with water here. So we have it again. I think we need a little bit more. Oh, look at that. I think that is perfect. So we're going to put that right on the table here. And we're going to continue with this. So, here we are back. Remember, we add this and the battery. Now, the next thing we have to take is these wooden things. Okay, so with that is to take the battery of the water. I took wooden instead of like other material because wooden is one of the only material which electricity doesn't flow in. So example, if the water is electrocuted, I won't get shocked because of these wooden things. So that is pretty awesome. So next, what we're gonna do, we're gonna create a circuit with some of these wires right here, this, and a little light bulb like that. And we have to use that to check if it works, if the battery works. And then after that, we're going to put the battery in the water. And then we're going to wait a little bit. We're going to take it off with this. And next, after we're going to do, we're going to take all the water like off it so it's not wet anymore. And then we're going to check if it still works. So that's what we're going to do. My hypothesis is, I think that, I'm not sure. I think it'll work. I think it still works, but it depends if the battery has a default, like if there's a little hole somewhere or something like that. So let's do the experience. Go. Okay, so here we have the battery and we have two wires, and here we have the light bulb. So I'm gonna take those two wires and connect them to the light bulb here. Oh, you see, it worked. So it means that this battery right here is okay to dump in the water. So that's it. So here we are now for the experimental part. So here we have the battery. So we're gonna dump it in the water. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so like you can see right here, it's completely in the water. We're just gonna wait a little bit. We are now, and we have the battery still there, and now it's time to take it off. We're gonna take it. Okay, as you can see, I have it right here. Boom. Put that away. And we're gonna dry it off so there's no more water on it. Okay. Okay, so that is done. Oh, just kidding. Ha! I got you. Okay. Just kidding. Okay, so now we got the battery. I think it's pretty much all dry except the dit here. So as you can see, I think it's pretty much dry. There's no more water on it. We're just gonna clear the space a bit like that. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna put this water in the sink right here. Go to this. Oops. And the plug. Okay, let's go back. Okay, I'm gonna dry it too. Okay, so that is the thing. Now, next, we're gonna check if this battery, this one, I don't know what it does there. Anyways, we're saying if this battery is still gonna work, even though it touched the water. So that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna prepare the thing wire here, as you can see. Another wire to the other end, that's here, okay? And then we put it right here on the table. Then we're gonna take the light bulb, and as you can see later, we're gonna do it with that, okay? But we're not gonna do it. We're not gonna let it now. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait just a bit just to make it. Shit, I have to go. Okay, so here we are back, and we're gonna check if the battery that's here still works. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so I'm gonna check around a bit. Oh, so that controls an experiment. So it works, like you can see. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. So that's sure. When it's dumped in the water, it still works. Yeah, so that's it. There's a thing that we didn't check yet is if it wouldn't be dry, would it still work? That's what we're gonna try next. Okay, so next, as you saw, we know that even though there was water on it, it still works. So now, next what we're gonna do to make another different thing, we're gonna try to put it in like we did, get it out, and try again with the wires if it still works. But instead of drying it, we're gonna let it still wet. So it's gonna be different. Maybe it's gonna be dangerous. I don't know what's gonna happen, and that's what we're gonna see in a second, or not. Psych. Okay, so here we have the battery, and we're gonna dump it in the water, but we're not gonna dry it. So bye bye, you. Okay. The water, 1, 2, 3. It's still in the water, as you can see right here. Mix it a bit. I don't know why, but we're just gonna do it. Okay, so like I told you later, we're not gonna do it so it's still not wet. So it's gonna be still wet when I'm gonna do it with the wires. Okay, so next what we're gonna do, we have again the 2 wires, and we're gonna take the battery. Jesus, hard again. Okay, like you can see, I'm just gonna put that so we don't wet the table. Okay, like you can see, there's butter on it. It's still wet. Okay, so now I'm gonna put it there. I'm gonna prepare the circuit again. So, like we do, we're gonna take the wires, fit in. Protect it. Here, it's wet. Okay, so now we have the battery. And we're gonna do that. And we're gonna see if it still works. Okay, so let's do it. So, to make sure it will, okay. So now we're gonna check if the battery is still working, even though there's water on it. Okay, so that's what we're gonna test. like you can, oh, did you see that? Okay, so you saw there was a little thing. We can see that it worked a little bit less, but it still works. So that concludes for today, and let's go with our conclusion. Okay, so that concludes for today. So what did we learn today? So today we learned that even though the battery has touched water or there's water on it, and we tried to make it work, it still works. So my hypothesis was right, because like you remember, I said that it would still work, except if there would be a default, and I think it was okay. I think the battery was alright because it still worked. So yeah, I was right. And there's one thing though that's kind of interesting. I thought there would be like a little electric shock, because usually I check on the internet and they said that when water and electricity touches, it can be really dangerous. So I had to be really careful. That's why I took the wooden things. So that is it for today. Thank you for listening. And do you have any questions?